Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about one of the absolute cheapest emergency foods you can buy and why I recommend storing at least a few of this. No, you do not stock midnight. I do not eat kitty. What I'm going to compare today is ramen noodles. What we have is a large 24 pack of cup of noodles. Now my girlfriend bought this for her lunches and she bought it like over a month ago and she hasn't touched it. The reason I'm recommending not to buy the cup of noodles, yes, they are quick, they are easy. You just put boiled water in it and you let it sit for a few minutes and you have your noodles. Well, you can do the exact same thing with these. All you have to do is break them down, throw it in boiling water, like put a plate over the top or just boil it, and you have your noodles ready. The reason I'm recommending the square and not the large cup size cup of noodles, which most people on average could probably eat 2 of those. One is the cost. 2 is the size of what you're getting. A 24 pack of these is like $2. A 24 pack of those is some serious money. So let's talk about these. Now you'll see some stuff back here, and this is another reason I recommend doing the little squares instead of these cups. In an emergency situation where you are eating ramen noodles constantly, first of all, ramen noodles are not the best for as far as nutrition. And if you're eating them constantly, 1, you're going to get burned out on them. 2, the amount of vegetables these in the cups have is nothing. It will give you absolutely nothing for your daily allowance of your vegetables. So let's talk about these. First, I'm going to start with this one. Now you'll see all this stuff back here that I have, and there's a reason I have this. You do not want to eat this every single day. You will get so sick of this. So what you can do, if you have anything in your pantry or even in your freezer, let's say you have some hamburger meat in your freezer. In an emergency situation, even if you have a generator, if that generator goes down, you're going to have to use that meat pretty quickly. Go ahead and make a bunch of ramen noodles, 3 or 4 packs for a pound of hamburger meat. Don't mix in the sauce mix. Now the mix that's in here is basically where all the salt and all the preservatives and everything is, mostly. So you don't mix the mix in the little pouch. Just make some noodles. Cook your ground meat. If you have steak or anything else, cook it. Take your noodles, cook them up, and put some butter in with your noodles, and you have butter noodles. Alright, you can put chili and cheese if you have anything like this. And unfortunately I can't see my laptop, so I'm trying to keep everything in focus, but chili and cheese and just noodles. You can put in 4 or 5 packs of these for a can of each one of those and make a real solid hefty meal for 4 or 5 people. Alright. Same with, I got the canned ham out because I wanted to show you with meat. If you're going to make this with some type of meat, that's your protein. It doesn't matter if it's hamburger meat or any other type of meat. Now, I actually should have got out my French cut green beans. It would have just looked better. But make your noodles. Do not mix in the sauce mix. And let's say this is French cut green beans, the thin cut. Put your noodles down, put your meat on the plate, and put the green beans over the noodles. That will help supplement your vegetables and vitamins and minerals that you're missing out of the noodles. You can also mix it with ham. Any type of meat you can do this with. Once again, you could actually make butter noodles, or you could put a vegetable on the top and use the ramen noodles themselves as a filler. You can use the noodles to make spaghetti with. Now, I know there are various ways you can make spaghetti. Some people even have had to use ketchup before to make spaghetti. You use what you have to use. You just want to change the flavor. And always save your packets out of here if you're just using the noodles. Unfortunately, I do not have a can of corn out, but if you make 4 or 5 packs of these, dump in a can of peas and corn, or mixed vegetables, or peas and carrots for figure 5, maybe 6 packs of these. And of course, you can do other things with this. You can actually just have the ramen noodles. Alright, give me a second here. Midnight wants out. Alright, go on, Doug. Well, go if you're going. Really? Apologize for that. Midnight's just being midnight. There are numerous ways you can make these ramen noodles. This is one of the cheapest emergency kit items you can buy as far as the quantities. Now, let's say you have potatoes or you have rice. You can always use the sauce mix, the powder in here, mix it up and mix it with rice, and you'll have chicken rice. You can mix it up and put it over potatoes, and it will give you flavoring on your potatoes. The reason I'm saying ramen noodles, especially these, are some of the better things to have in a backup situation or emergency situation. One, if you don't get around to them, they're cheap, extremely cheap. 2, these here, figure each person can probably eat 2 in a sitting. I know I can, my girlfriend can. They're not very big. There's hardly any vegetables in there. So there's 24 in here. So that's, if you're eating 2, and you would absolutely need 2 to fill up, that's only 12 meals per one person if they're eating 2 of these. Normally, one of these will fill up most people. I know my girlfriend gets full on one of these. You know, plus if it goes bad, and noodles will eventually go bad, but if it goes bad, this is like 12 of these is like $2. So 24 would be like $4. These, on the other hand, you're talking about some money. Yes, you can buy these cheaper and these small, like 6 packs, but you're still paying the same amount of money as you pay for 12 of these. So it makes more sense to buy these. This is my opinion. I mean, you don't have to run out and buy ramen noodles. A lot of people just don't like ramen noodles. But when it comes to an emergency situation and you need food, anything that'll fill your belly is something that's good. Once again, you can make all kinds of different things with this. With this, you're pretty much stuck with what you get because the mix is actually mixed in with the noodles. Here it's in a pouch and you can take that pouch out. You know, I'm not going to make this a super long video, and you can use your best judgment and decide what's right for you and your family. But I do know when we were in Texas, we got hit with the hurricanes. I can't remember if it was Hurricane Katrina or Hurricane Ike that hit us. The power was out for both of them, but we had ramen noodles. We had a big old pan, and we went outside, made a fire. You know, I put a grate on it that was out of the stove, and we had ramen noodles and vegetables. So, and it fed me, my girlfriend, one of her kids that was living there at the time. I had a friend staying there. I had an outbuilding that I turned into a small apartment. He was in a wheelchair, and he was waiting on a housing thing to get him into a handicap apartment. So he was staying there at the time, and it fed all of us. Just ramen noodles and some vegetables, and one day I would make spaghetti. Other day we just put vegetables on top. So use your best judgment when it comes to your food. But once again, these are extremely good to have as a backup. You can do all kinds of things with them. These not so much. One, they take up way too much room, way too much space, and you can't really do anything with them other than what they already are, which is ramen noodles. These already pretty much have the sauce mixed in. These don't. So you can use the noodles for other things. You can use the packet, the sauce pack, like I said, in rice or on something else. Anyway, I'm fixing to go. I appreciate you watching, and everyone have a good day.